Broccoli is hailed as a superfood, but are you unknowingly turning it into a health hazard? From hidden toxins to nutrient loss and digestive nightmares, improper broccoli consumption can lead to severe health issues, even cancer. Stay tuned as we uncover the 10 deadliest mistakes you must avoid to protect your health. Storing broccoli for too long diminishes its nutritional value and poses serious health risks. Fresh broccoli contains high levels of vitamin C, folates, and glucosinolates, powerful compounds with anti-cancer properties. However, within 3 to 4 days of refrigeration, up to 50% of these nutrients degrade, significantly reducing its health benefits. Beyond that, wilted broccoli becomes a breeding ground for mold and harmful bacteria, including Aspergillus and Penicillium, which release toxic mycotoxins. According to research from the National Institute of Food Research, prolonged exposure to these substances can cause chronic intestinal inflammation, liver damage, and increased cancer risk. There have been documented cases where individuals suffered severe gastroenteritis from consuming spoiled broccoli, experiencing vomiting, dehydration, and dangerous toxin buildup in their systems. The best way to prevent this is by consuming broccoli within 2 days of purchase and storing it properly in a ventilated container with a paper towel to absorb excess moisture. Freezing after blanching preserves up to 80% of its nutrients while preventing bacterial growth. Cooking broccoli incorrectly can strip it of its nutrients, making it not only less beneficial, but potentially harmful. Boiling it for 5 minutes or longer destroys up to 60% of its vitamin C and nearly all of its glucosinolates, according to studies from the Harvard School of Public Health. High-heat frying or prolonged steaming breaks down fiber and caramelizes natural sugars, making it harder to digest and putting strain on the liver and intestines. A study from Johns Hopkins University found that individuals who frequently consumed overcooked vegetables had a 30% higher risk of digestive issues, bloating, and liver problems. A recent case involved a woman who regularly ate deep-fried broccoli, leading to chronic fatigue and elevated liver enzymes, indicative of oxidative stress. The optimal way to prepare broccoli is by steaming it for 3 to 4 minutes, which retains over 90% of its nutrients, or lightly sautéing it over low heat for no more than 2 minutes. Blanching for 30 seconds in boiling water is another effective method that preserves its health properties. Eating broccoli stems without cooking them can cause severe digestive discomfort. Unlike the florets, which are relatively tender, the stems are dense with tough fibers, making them difficult for the digestive system to break down. 1 cup of raw broccoli already contains 5 grams of fiber, and excessive fiber intake can lead to bloating, cramping, and even intestinal obstruction. The National Institute of Diabetes and Digestive and Kidney Diseases, NIDDK, warns that consuming large amounts of raw fiber can exacerbate gastrointestinal diseases. A study in the American Journal of Gastroenterology found that 48% of patients with gastritis who consumed uncooked fibrous vegetables experienced worsening symptoms, including inflammation and stomach pain. This is particularly concerning for people with colitis and irritable bowel syndrome, affecting 11% of the U.S. population, according to Mayo Clinic statistics. A man who consumed raw broccoli stems daily as part of a healthy diet was hospitalized with a severe intestinal blockage, requiring intensive therapy. Cooking broccoli stems through boiling, stewing, or roasting softens the fibers, making them much safer to digest. The best method is blanching or steaming for 5 to 6 minutes, which preserves their nutrients while reducing digestive strain. If consumed raw, they should be thinly sliced or grated into salads. Eating raw broccoli with digestive issues can cause serious stomach problems, especially for people suffering from gastritis, ulcers, and acid reflux. Broccoli is high in coarse fiber and sulforaphane, which can irritate the stomach lining, triggering inflammation and discomfort. The National Institute of Diabetes and Digestive and Kidney Diseases found that sulforaphane can exacerbate existing stomach conditions, leading to pain, heartburn, and bloating. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that 53% of patients with gastritis experienced worsening symptoms after 2 weeks of consuming raw broccoli. The problem is not just the fiber, but also its sulfur-containing compounds, which can increase gas production, making digestion uncomfortable. For individuals with stomach ulcers, affecting 4 million Americans according to Johns Hopkins Medicine, raw broccoli can cause serious complications, including internal bleeding. A 42-year-old man was hospitalized after daily consumption of raw broccoli salads, leading to severe stomach inflammation and ulcer aggravation. To reduce risks, individuals with digestive sensitivities should only eat cooked broccoli. The best method is steaming or simmering at 100 degrees Celsius 200 degrees Fahrenheit, which retains nutrients while making it gentler on the stomach. Combining broccoli with dairy products significantly reduces its nutritional benefits. Broccoli is rich in iron and magnesium, but dairy, especially cheese and cream, contains high levels of calcium, which can inhibit up to 50% of iron absorption, according to research by the National Institutes of Health, NIH. Iron is essential for red blood cell production, and a deficiency can lead to fatigue, weakness, and anemia. The American Society of Hematology reports that 5.6% of Americans suffer from anemia, particularly affecting women and the elderly. Regularly consuming broccoli with cheese can worsen iron deficiency, leading to dizziness, poor concentration, and reduced immunity. Magnesium, which supports heart health, is also negatively impacted by calcium-rich dairy. A Cleveland Clinic study found that 38% of patients with chronic heart conditions had low magnesium levels, increasing their risk of high blood pressure and arrhythmia. A 57-year-old woman who frequently ate broccoli with cheese sauce suffered from worsening anemia and unstable blood pressure, requiring urgent dietary adjustments. The best way to consume broccoli is with foods high in vitamin C, such as lemon juice, bell peppers, or tomatoes, which enhance iron absorption. If consuming dairy, it should be done separately from broccoli to prevent nutrient loss. Storing broccoli in plastic bags promotes bacterial growth and contamination. Sealing broccoli in an airtight plastic bag traps moisture, creating the perfect conditions for harmful bacteria like E. coli and Salmonella to thrive. The National Center for Biotechnology Information, NCBI, found that 63% of foodborne illnesses in the U.S. are linked to contaminated vegetables stored in damp conditions. Plastic bags also create an environment where mold, particularly Aspergillus mold, which produces toxic mycotoxins, can grow rapidly, leading to liver damage and chronic inflammation. A Seattle hospital documented a case of a man who suffered from severe intestinal infection after unknowingly consuming broccoli contaminated with mold, leading to acute abdominal pain and suspected liver toxicity. Proper storage methods include wrapping broccoli in a damp paper towel and placing it in the refrigerator's vegetable drawer at 0 to 3 degrees Celsius, 32 to 37 degrees Fahrenheit. If plastic bags must be used, they should remain partially open to allow air circulation. Consuming spoiled broccoli with mold is the most dangerous mistake. Once mold appears on broccoli, its toxins penetrate deep into the vegetable, and removing visible mold does not eliminate the contamination. The National Institute of Environmental Health Sciences (NIHS) found that even small amounts of mycotoxins from moldy food increase the risk of liver and kidney diseases by 27%. These toxins persist even after cooking. Johns Hopkins Medicine reported that 39% of patients with chronic liver conditions had traces of mycotoxins in their bodies, originating from mold-contaminated food. A San Francisco hospital admitted a 52-year-old woman suffering from toxic poisoning after unknowingly consuming broccoli with microscopic mold growth, resulting in severe nausea, dizziness, and liver damage. Even slight discoloration, sliminess, or an unpleasant odor indicates deep contamination. The only safe solution is discarding any spoiled broccoli immediately. Proper refrigeration at 0 to 3 degrees, 32-37 degrees Fahrenheit extends shelf life to 5 to 7 days, while freezing prevents spoilage.